Ashley's going to work on that. My name is Robbie Ellis. Hello, welcome to the pre-concert talk for this rush hour concert here at St. James Cathedral. Thank you so much for coming. Today's concert is music for flute, viola and harp, and we have the three players on stage here. First, immediately to my right, Amy Hess. She plays in the Lyric Opera Orchestra and the Grant Park Orchestra. Also a member of the Fulton. There are lots of different things I'll talk to you about that. They go by lots of different names starting with Fulton. Next along is Marie Tachouet. Try it again. Nope, no success still. All right. Marie Tachouet, principal flute of the Lyric Opera Orchestra. And then on the end, Eleanor Kirk, Ellie plays in the Civic Orchestra of Chicago and also the Illinois Symphony. There's a Philharmonic and a symphony. The Illinois Symphony, which is based out of Springfield as their principal harp. So you have the talking stick, not that it means a heck of a lot right now. We're going to do our best. Amy, yeah, you're a member of the Fulton Chamber Players, or what's the name?
Yes, so there's a lot of things named Fulton. First and foremost, the Fulton Music Society, which is a non-profit that my husband, Addison Tang, and I started during the pandemic. And our mission is to sort of, connect the dots between student life, the professional world, by, emphasizing skills that go beyond music and will translate to students in whatever field they choose. So we just actually wrapped up our third summer with our Fulton Summer Music Academy. That was 4 weeks in July for pre-college through pre-professional students. And we also have the Fulton Chamber Players, which has some concerts coming up this fall. There's the Fulton in Residence touring program, which will be heading abroad soon, so lots of things.
Lots of things going on, and running an academy, and you've got some chamber player dates touring the Midwest, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Do we have working mics? Nope. All right. Coming soon. Mimi, hello.
Hi.
Hi. You put out a book of arias not too long ago. What'd you do for that?
Yeah, last year in 2021, I edited the flute version of a collection called Book of Arias, which is a collection of 33 different opera arias transcribed for flute, and the volume also includes the libretto, notes about the composer, and there are actually several editions of this book. There's one for trombone, there's one for trumpet, and there are other instruments coming out as well. And just this last Friday, actually, I did the world premiere of Jim Stevenson's new flute sonata at the National Flute Association convention. So that's nice and fresh, and you can look out for that as well.
Yeah. Oh, hello! Hey, we got it. So the National Flute Convention, I know a lot of flute players, all descended on the Hilton downtown.
Yeah, it was a lot. Normally, I'm visiting my family during that time, but when I heard that Jim was writing this piece, I just said, yes, absolutely, I have to do it. So,
Mimi, one obvious question about the opera arias books: were there any arias from Mimi from La Boheme?
There was actually Musetta's Waltz.
Oh, that
was the
Musetta.
one from there. Yeah.
I can't remember if Mimi has like an aria or just that duet with what's his name.
She's got a lot of stuff in there.
She's got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, if you haven't seen the opera, I'm not going to spoil the ending. But.
All right. And Ellie, you're part of, along with Ashley Ertz, who's been running around getting these microphones on, fortunately, something called the Fifth Wave Collective. What's that?
Yeah, the Fifth Wave Collective, we are a Chicago-based classical music ensemble of rotating instrumentation, and we play works by women, gender nonconforming, and non-binary composers. So we just played a few days ago at the Thirsty Ears Festival in Ravenswood, which was really fun. Outdoor classical music kind of street festival, and we're launching into our 5th season this year, which it's kind of unbelievable that it's already been 5 years, but I always feel like COVID years just sort of blur out.
They didn't count.
Yeah, they count. So, but yeah, it's wonderful to kind of discover older pieces that maybe aren't in the repertoire, and then also look out for newer works as well.
Well, one of those older pieces is on the program today. We've got 3 pieces from these 3 players. There's one by Miguel del Aguila, living composer. He lives on the West Coast. Mel Bonis, one of the underappreciated pieces from history, and also the Claude Debussy, who was not the very, very first to write for this combination, but he's the one that put flute, viola, and harp on the map. I might as well ask Amy to, we agreed that Miguel del Aguila, his piece Submerged, was going to be your focus.
Yes.
Tell us all about this trio called Submerged by Miguel del Aguila.
Yes, well, I have to say, I had never heard of this composer, unfortunately, before we were given this piece, and it was very exciting. I think you'll enjoy it. I'll try not to give too much away about it, but it was based on this beautiful Argentine woman poet, her surrealist poem, Me Under the Sea, or Me at the Bottom of the Sea, pardon me, which I would encourage you to look up on your phones and read during the break before our concert, because it was really beautiful. But it has all three of us, doing our utmost to try and evoke the colors and the textures of different South American instruments. A big shout out to the people at Guitar Works in Evanston for supplying me with a guitar pick for this piece. So things to look out for.
I have a couple of guitar picks in my wallet. I always carry them just in case.
Well, now I will too.
Just in case I need to bust out Wonderwall at a house party. So the instruments here, you mentioned the viola. You're imitating, I think it's the charango, which is a South American type guitar, and then flute. There are South American flutes that you're imitating, and of course, lots of South American music from Paraguay especially, but many other countries makes a lot of the use of the harp, especially like high harp playing. So that is coming up, and it starts with this. We didn't want to give too much away, but it starts with a South American dance, and then let's just say it goes under the sea, and we won't give away exactly how it does that. Wonderful. Okay, so after Miguel del Aguila, he's from Uruguay originally, lives on the US West Coast now. We have the work of Mel Bonis, and Mimi, you're going to introduce this piece. It's called Scènes de la Forêt, Scenes from the Forest.
Sure. We've really grown to love this piece. I can't speak for my colleagues here, but I've played a little bit of Mel Bonis' work before. She has a flute sonata as well that's really beautiful. She was French, and her full name is actually Melanie, I think. But there were so few women composers at that time that she went by Mel because it was more androgynous, and she wouldn't stick out as much and receive pushback there. She studied at the Paris Conservatory. Her contemporaries were Claude Debussy, and you can hear that a lot in the harp part. Now, this piece was actually written originally for flute, horn, and piano, so we've got, I think, a better version here, but I'm biased. But you can really hear it in a lot of the harp parts that I think she really was thinking of Debussy as she wrote it. And I should also mention that at the Paris Conservatory, she studied with César Franck. So there's a lot of that rich romanticism in there as well. So we're going to play 4 movements of this suite, and each movement conveys a different aspect of nature from dawn until dusk, and we hope you enjoy it.
Oh, microphone is...
Okay.
What?
It wasn't on this whole time?
Oh, no, it was on.
Okay.
Do you mind repeating right close to the...
Sure, I'll say that
sorry
one more time. Sorry about that. So Mel Bonis was French, and her name was Melanie, but she went by Mel because it was androgynous, and there weren't any female composers at that time. Is it still okay? Okay.
It's better? Speak right direct.
Okay, is that good?
That's better,
All right. And she was a contemporary of Claude Debussy, which you'll hear a lot of in the harp part. Although this piece was originally written for flute, horn, and piano, you hear a lot of those colors come out of the harp part. She studied with César Franck, so there's a lot of romanticism in the parts as well. Each movement of this suite conveys a different aspect of nature from dusk until dawn, and we hope you enjoy it.
All right, so that's Mel Bonis. Her work came a little bit after the last piece on the program, which Ellie is going to talk about. By Claude Debussy, the Sonata for Flute, Viola, and Harp, I looked it up. He wasn't technically the very, very first to write for this combination, but he's the one who made it famous. And I guess you played the piece a fair bit, the Debussy.
Oh, yeah. What was the first piece written for this combination? Do you remember?
It was by Théodore Dubois. It's a terzatino from 10 years before.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I guess I always...
Not as famous as the Debussy.
Yeah, I always assumed the Debussy was the first one because it's the most well-known, but you know what they say about assuming. Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, the Debussy Sonata is just a gem of the repertoire for flute, harp, and viola. It has such beautiful colors, and it really breaks out of the traditional sonata mold. It's in 3 movements, but there are 6 themes that are woven throughout each movement. So you'll hear the very opening theme in the first movement makes its way back towards the end of the third. And this sonata was written towards the very end of Debussy's life. He actually intended to write a set of sonatas, but never completed it. Luckily, the sonata was written before he passed, and it's such a joy to get to play it with Mimi and Amy. I'm so excited to play it for you today, and I know you'll love it.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It was written not while he was unwell, and he was not far from dying, but he says, quite a youthful piece, a very kind of optimistic in a lot of ways.
You would never know he was close to death.
It's no Mozart's Requiem. Well, there we are. Thank you all. Before we finish up, I'll just let you know about a couple of upcoming concerts. Tomorrow's Dame Myra Hess Memorial Concert is totally free. You can attend it at the 17th Church of Christ Scientists, a mile south of here. It features violinist Carmen Abelson and pianist Lilia Wohlschlager. They're playing American music by George Gershwin, Amy Beach, and more. That'll be at 12:15 at the 17th Church of Christ Scientist, also live on Classical WFMT, and you can stream the video on the web as well on the International Music Foundation's YouTube page and website. And then next week right here is the season finale of the Rush Hour concert series, a quintet playing works by Samuel Coleridge Taylor and Antonin Dvorak, John McFarlane on violin and Ian Anderson as well, Aurelian Fort-Pedersoli, David Cunliffe, both of the Black Oak Ensemble, and Victor Santiago Asuncion on piano. A great collection of players. Hope to see you here next week for the season finale. But right now, please join me in thanking Amy Hess, Mimi Tachouet, and Eleanor Kirk. The concert's starting in 15 minutes. Hello, welcome to this Rush Hour concert for music for flute, viola, and harp. Thank you for coming to St. James Cathedral today. I'm Robbie Ellis. This concert is put on by the International Music Foundation, which is grateful for support from the Claire, Rush Hour Concert's exclusive media sponsor, as well as the National Endowment for the Arts and the Illinois Arts Council. And now, please welcome to the stage your 3 performers for today, Marie Tachouet, Amy Hess, and Eleanor Kirk.